What's up, guys? How's it going? It's Matt here. So this is probably by far going to be the most important video for you guys to watch. All right, this by far is the most important video for you guys to watch. So please don't skip over this one. This is about lethal force and the unlock codes, okay, and how to try to avoid it. All right, guys. So here it is. So first I'm going to start this video out with a couple definitions that you need to pay attention to, guys. Definitely pay attention to this. So this is mainly going to be for new CCW holders or people that need, been carrying for a while and need a refresher, or people not sure where to go to. But this, guys, is the definition of lethal force and deadly force, all right? An amount of force that is likely to cause either serious bodily injury or death to another person, all right? That's a lethal and deadly force, all right? And the other one that I want to give you, the other definition I want to give you guys is stand your ground laws, all right? So here's stand your ground laws. This is not the full definition, but this is basically what stand your ground laws is, and I want you to keep this in mind. Okay, you do not need to retreat in order to use lethal force, all right? Lethal force is always a last resort. By most states, it always is the same thing. You only use lethal force as a last resort. When all other means fails, you use lethal force. In stand your ground states, you can fight or you can defend yourself where you stand. You can use lethal force where you stand if all the other unlock codes have been reached. You do not need to retreat. In some states, however, that are not stand your ground laws, you need to attempt to get away or retreat, and if your retreat is blocked and there's nowhere you can go, then and only then, by the court of law, will they justify the use of lethal force. For the most part, guys, you got to try to stick to these laws the best you can. In a lethal force situation, do what you can to stay alive, guys. Do what you have to do to stay alive. But keep that in mind, all right, for later down the road. Okay, so now I want to talk a little bit about CCW life, concealed carry life, and how you should probably live your life. There's going to be red and there's going to be yellow, all right? So red is, I like to say the red are the people that live their lives never on the alert, all right? They are never alert. They go places that they probably shouldn't be going. They do stupid things without thinking about their own personal safety, like going down dark alleys when they should, or if they go to a gas station, there's a group of guys who are all dressed the same that look like gangsters or something like that, that they just say, oh, whatever, and they just go in anyway. Or the people that if you see something just doesn't seem right and they seem off and like they're looking at you funny and you get some really weird, crazy vibes from them, listen to those vibes, guys. But those are the people that they see it and they don't even think about it and they just don't go. Those are the people that usually become victims, all right? Those are the people that walk around on their cell phones all the time in a subway and step on and fall onto the subway tracks, and then someone has to jump down and pull them off, all right? Don't live your life in the red, guys. Don't live your life in the red. If you're living your life in the red, you might end up dead, all right? Red is dead, all right? Yellow. This is how I live my life. This is how I've always tried to live my life. As a CCW holder, as a person, this is how you should always live your life. There is evil in the world. I don't care if you want to believe it or not. There is evil in the world, and there's nothing you can do to prevent it from happening, all right, guys? So there is evil in the world. You need to take a note of that, all right? Now, live your life in the yellow. What that means, guys, is you always use caution. You're vigilant. You pay attention to what's going on. You see a dark alley, you don't go to a dark alley. You see those group of men sitting outside of a gas station that look like gangsters, go to a different gas station, all right? If you need to go out somewhere with your family and something just doesn't seem right about a certain area or specific people around a certain area, get away from those people, all right? Take them to a different place, take them to a safer place. Keep that in mind. Live your life in caution, all right? Don't be scared to live your life, but be alert, be vigilant, live your life, but be ready to defend yourself, all right? Pay attention to people around you, pay attention to the area that you're in. basically pay attention, all right? That's what it is. Pay attention, proceed with caution, all right? Always be ready to defend yourself. You need to use de-escalation of force, all right? What that is, guys, if a situation is happening and you can de-escalate it, you can bring it down. So say if someone is shouting and yelling and screaming, you talk a little quieter just to calm them down. You keep your distance, you talk a little bit quieter, you try to calm down the situation. They calm down, you calm down, everyone calms down a little bit better. All right, so it's important to try to de-escalate every situation that you come across, okay? Try to de-escalate the situation. If you cannot de-escalate the situation, you need to get away from the situation, all right? So de-escalate or get away. If you can't de-escalate the situation and you can't get away from the situation, then you have certain unlock codes that you have to follow, all right? So I'm going to kind of do this the same way that the military does it when they have like DEFCON levels. So I'm not going to, there's only 3 levels in the CCW is what I like to say, but DEFCON level, what that means, there's 4 levels in the military. There's DEFCON 4, it's just going about your usual day, and DEFCON 3, things are getting a little racy and fishy. DEFCON 2, all right, forces are starting to scramble. DEFCON 1, your finger's on the button ready to launch, you know what I mean? So I'm going to kind of base it similar to like that, so it'll be higher to lower, all right? So level 3. So you come to a situation that you cannot de-escalate. You've tried to de-escalate the situation. You cannot de-escalate the situation. You've tried to get away. You can no longer get away from a situation, whether it's, you get into a car accident and someone's confronting you, you try to de-escalate it, and then they start getting aggressive to you, and you can't get away, or you can't drive away, or you can't get to a safe distance. You are now entering the realm of unlock codes, guys. All right? So you cannot de-escalate the situation. I keep saying this, guys, because it's important. You cannot de-escalate. You cannot get away, all right? So it is getting the situation escalating no matter how hard you're trying to de-escalate the situation. So a couple things you want to do is get distance, okay? Keep distance. Keep full distance away from anyone. You don't know if they have a knife. You don't know if they have a gun. You don't know if one of them has a baseball bat or a pipe or whatever it is. Keep your distance, all right? So always keep your distance. Always be in a defensive situation. You don't want to get knocked off your feet, which means always have a balance. I'll do a video on the defensive situations. Be balanced and ready to respond if something happens, but you're still trying to de-escalate the situation at this time. Every lethal force confrontation usually starts with the same thing, a verbal confrontation, all right? Someone is going crazy or all up on adrenaline, drugs, whatever it is. Your adrenaline's up, their adrenaline's up, and tensions are flying, right? And it is usually a verbal confrontation, usually someone getting in your face, oh, what you want to do? Hit me, hit me, hit me. Keep your distance. Keep yourself at a safe distance, all right? Always know if there's escape route. Pay attention, there could be multiple people around you. Keep your distance, all right? If they are shouting at you, you are still continuing trying to de-escalate the situation, but you're using your words, you're using your voice. If they're using the voice, you're using your voice, all right? So you're still trying to de-escalate the situation. They are shouting at you. You are just in defense mode. You're okay. Hey, back up. I will call the police, or the police will come. So, you need to stop this. You need to back up. You tell them, back up, okay? You need to back up, all right? If they refuse and they start moving forward, that is when it starts getting into your next unlock code, which it becomes a physical altercation, all right? It always starts verbal, then it goes to physical. One person usually swings, all right? One person's either swinging or, or even showing a weapon, guys, whether it's a baseball bat or showing a knife in a threatening way. You are now level 2. You need to get back, all right? Absolutely get back, all right? Keep your distance. Keep out of range of their knife. Keep out of range of their bat. But mind you, people can close distance very quickly. So I like to say try to keep at least 10 feet away from them the best you can, all right? So it is now turning into a physical altercation or a threatening altercation. You are now in 100% defense mode, all right? So either they throw a punch or try to rush you or they pull a weapon on you. That unlock code has just been crossed, all right? Now the final unlock code, guys, this is the lethal force unlock code. All other means have not worked, all right? You tried to de-escalate the situation, not working. You tried to get your distance, not working. It is getting worse. It is getting more dangerous for you. You cannot get away anymore. Your back's to a wall, or you're in a situation where you just cannot get away, all right? Now, if they have a knife or a baseball bat or something like that, and if they're within range of striking you or hitting you with it, okay, and they are getting ready to move, or they're showing it, even if they're pulling it out and they're getting ready to go at you, you now, the unlock code has been broken. You now are authorized to use lethal force, all right? If they pull a knife on you and they start moving towards you and you can't get away, that's when it's time to go to the gun and fire, all right? Now, hopefully it hasn't gotten that far, right? You try to use verbal, physical altercation, you try to keep your distance, they still kept striking you, but now they pulled a weapon and they are charging you. They were within range, whether it's a gun, a knife, a baseball bat, multiple attackers, guys. If there's like 3-4 people around you and you are with your family and there's nowhere you can go, you are authorized to use lethal force. All other means have failed, all right? Now they come at you, they attack you. You are now, it's go time, all right? You grab, boom. Hopefully, just the simple show of it will stop them, but more than likely it won't. So when you're pulling it out, either they're going to back up or they're going to keep coming. Now, you have them away, hopefully they start backing up and they get away and you don't have to use it. You are armed in, you're ready to go, back up, get the fuck away from me. Stay back. Keep back or I will defend my life, all right? At this time, hopefully someone sees what's going on and they're calling the police. Hopefully someone sees what's going on, or if your family, they're trying to get to their phones, trying to do this, back up, all right? Hopefully it ends right there. A lot of times, hopefully it just ends right there and nothing will happen. But unfortunately, sometimes it doesn't. When you pull that gun out and if they start charging at you or they start pulling a gun at them, that's when it's time to bang, bang, bang. Shoot until they stop being a threat to you, all right? What I mean by that is if they are chasing you down with a knife, I've actually saw a police thing, they're actually chasing police officers down with like an axe. You fire, bang, bang, and they're still coming at you, bang, bang, they're still coming at you, bang, bang. When they stop being a threat, which means when they stop, when they either run away or fall down, that is when you stop, all right? You stop, you get more distance, make sure your family's in a safe direction, or if you're by yourself, just get more distance away from them. Pay attention to what's going on around you. If there's one threat, there's a high chance there's going to be multiple threats, okay? You just had to use lethal force, all right? So those are the unlock codes, guys, all right? You do your best to not have to use lethal force. It's important. Try not to have to use lethal force, all right? So remember, guys, live your life in the yellow, de-escalate, 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 and will all other means fail, only then can you engage. But there are some situations where the unlock codes do not apply, and that is active situations, all right? Like active shooting situations, all right? So say you're at a mall or something like that, and active shooter comes in. He's already using lethal force. The only response that you have is either to get away or use lethal force. Alright? No unlock codes there. Use lethal force. Try to get away if you can, but if you're in a position that you can engage them, because the longer they are out there committing lethal acts against people, the longer or the more damage they would do. So try to stop them when you can. But if you have your family or something like that, try to get away from them, alright? Sometimes you just need to act, alright? But in every average day life, guys, you just going about your everyday, there are those lock codes that you have to follow, guys, all right? Because you don't want to end up in jail for the rest of your life because you made a bad decision, all right? Anyway, guys, if you like this video, like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about me, and remember, guys, it's our responsibility to take care of each other, protect each other. Peace.